My name's Georgia, and I run the Plantstagram account called Plants and Things. And today we're going to be taking a look at how my plants from my last couple of videos are doing. The ones that I cut up, and then how the cuttings are doing. There were some problems, which is normal. That happens. I think people expect everything to go perfectly, and it's just not the case. So I've got the Monstera standalliana. This is the original plant, and you can see there's 2 new growth points coming out. The other one down here is a little bit harder to see. So this one's doing great. The new growth looks like it's about half green and half white, which is good. Hopefully we get this like mixed color that I'm going for, which is because the white is on top and the green is on bottom. So it creates this, like here, in this part that I cut off, it was white on top and white on bottom, so you get all white. This part is green on top, green on bottom, so you get all green. But in the middle, you get this mix. So I want all that mix, or a lot more of that mix. So that was kind of the idea of the whole thing. We'll see. This was the main plant from my first video, and it's got 2 new growth points in there. One's like tucked under on the ground, and one's like inside a leaf, so it's even harder to see. Maybe that angle will work, because it's like down by the dirt in there. So 2 new growth points. One is going a lot faster than the other, so I wouldn't be surprised if the top one kind of just slows down. From my experience, my paint princesses, and I've seen others do the opposite. Mine just, if you prune it, they just send out one top node. They don't split and make double. Maybe it'll prove me wrong. Awesome. But yeah, that's just been my experience. And then this is the one from I need to water it. You can see by the color of the dirt how it's like kind of dry, and I can feel how light the pot is, that it needs to be watered. It also needs to be repotted. The stuff is too dense. It doesn't seem to be doing anything, which is strange. I would expect there to be a node tucked inside that cataphyll. No, not a cataphyll. Petiolar sheath. When it's still attached to this. When it's still attached to the petiole, it's called a petiolar sheath. But I've noticed roots will like puncture through the petiole sometimes. But the node would just grow straight up. So I may add some cloning paste to this one. I'm not sure. I'm not really worried about it. Like, it'll do its thing when it does its thing. It just kind of is what it is. So there's a lot of patience involved with plants, and I think people aren't always ready for that. So back inside my propagation box, we already looked at some of these, but I'm gonna look at them again. We've got the top node, the top cutting, which I cut it was a 3-leaf cutting. Then I cut the bottom one off so that I could stick it in the dirt. And usually don't recommend disturbing them, but it's okay. So you can see the fuzzy pink roots coming out. So I don't want to take it apart any more than this. It's doing great. I can see at least 3 roots, which are awesome. I mean, they're going all the way down there. So, cool. This is just a bunch of moss that I've wrapped around, a bunch of moss that I've soaked in water, squeezed out, wrapped around the plant, and then put in here. You can also put the moss inside a Ziploc bag, and then put the bag in there. Then you can just pull the bag out, check the roots. I'm going to do that we're back. I got a Ziploc bag because why am I trying to describe something when I can just show it to you? Puppy, don't sniff the plant, please. Don't sniff the plant. So I'm going to take this moss out of the pot. This way I don't have to keep, this way I can be nosy. It's basically you're just putting plant inside a bag pot, basically. This way you can keep the humidity up, and then I put it in the corner of the bag, and then I'm gonna like fold it around and then just set it in the pot. Now, next time when I want to check on the roots, I can just do this and check on the roots, and then I'm not disturbing the plant, at least as much. Like, it's not bad to break some roots, you know, in bonsai they do that all the time, but with a tender young cutting, I want it to be as strong as possible. So this is something that I did by accident one time. Actually kept it, whatever. So this is the original, not original, this is the cutting that I took in my first video. I gave away the top cutting in my almost 10,000 follower giveaway. It's already got a leaf forming. It's actually on, yeah. So I believe, please correct me if I'm wrong on this, I don't know. I believe this first bit is a propophyll, followed by, oh wait, that's the propophyll. This is a cataphyll? I think it's a cataphyll. I'm gonna guess that it's a cataphyll and then a propophyll, and then the next leaf that will come out will be the first real leaf, because usually the first leaf is kind of weird looking. And we've got a bunch of roots, and then it's like attached to the sphagnum, and that's why I'm not pulling it off. This one needs its own pot at some point soon. And this is one of the rest are ones from last cutting, and we've already got lots of good root growth going. I put, the white stuff you're seeing is rooting hormone that I forgot to add, so I kind of just lightly sprinkled it all over. And so like this one's got good attachment to the sphagnum. Not seeing much. I mean, it's hard to see new growth. I could shine a light in there. I have a light. So I'm trying to see inside of that little like tucked, this is the petiolar sheath, and I'm trying to see inside there. Petiolar sheath wraps around there. So it's like, I think that it helps increase humidity, makes it easier for young nodes to grow. So I think there's a node in there. I mean, I assume there's a node in there that the new plant's gonna come from, but I can't see it. So I just have to trust that there's something going on in there. I don't think that you should put cloning paste on on plants that don't have a good root system, because then it's gonna spend all of its energy making new growth that it doesn't have the roots to sustain. So I don't know that yet, and I'm probably gonna try it on one of these guys. I don't want to because I'm concerned about it. All right, but I'm gonna do it because I have like 10 cuttings sitting here, so why not? Let's do it. This one, the rest of them are doing good. New root growth, you know, life is awesome. I'm a small bit, oh, yeah, look at that root. What? You're awesome, root. Look at that fuzzy pink root. Yes. So, and this also happened a lot after I put rooting hormone on there. I got my cloning paste. You really only need like that much. not very much. And you're gonna go in. You're gonna kind of go in there. Like I said, I can't see the node, so I'm just gonna guess and just like kind of smear it all in there. I'm wondering if I should maybe put some more on there. I don't know. I don't even really want to do this, but I'm doing it so that I know. So I'm putting more on there just because I can't see the node, so I can't say where it is, if it's growing. And I don't want to do this on any more plants, so I'm just gonna slather this bad boy up. So you can see inside the petiolar sheath where it like wraps around the stem. I hope. Should be like that. Yeah, inside there you can see I just crammed a bunch of pulling base in there. I usually do it on spots that have lost a leaf because it's easy to see, and then it like is a bare spot on the plant. So all the pink princesses are growing strong. I don't know, guys. Sometimes things don't work out the way you want them to. They're not dead, they're fine. They're probably just going slower. I've never rooted these before, but like, so what? Try it. What's the worst that's gonna happen? You lose them all? It'll grow back. Like, this is the important part. We've got rootstock and a plant, leaves. Like this is the important part. So I don't know what's going on with them. They don't. A lot of the I think the problem is that the roots naturally formed like already on the white side of the plant, which basically immediately starts to mold and mildew and die away. So either it's growing roots and I can't see them, because talk about the petiolar sheath completely covering up the plant. Like I can't see that stem at all. So I'm just hoping for the best with them and assuming maybe it takes longer than normal. I don't know. Just sometimes things go wrong and that's okay. And that doesn't mean that you shouldn't experiment and explore and do things that kind of scare you sometimes. It's good. Is this the only one that's growing, y'all? I am gonna... So this top cutting up here with the all white and the like is not dying, which was surprising because it's all white. But it's growing along, just like life's fine. I don't know. I don't know how many of these y'all want to look at and be sad with me. Maybe this one's growing. That's a node. The root, and then you can see it's got green on the other side. One of the pieces I don't expect to survive, but maybe it will. Who knows? It's a mystery. Gotta try things out. Some of the leaves have been dying off, so I'm cutting them back to these things that you should never buy on the internet. They're okay to play with in your own spare time. I'm trying to do it there. Like, I don't expect this one to survive either. That was an accident. I didn't mean to make that one. Oops. Oh, this one actually, oh, wow. This one has lost all of its leaves, so it actually has I don't want to cut that leaf off. It has a new node coming out, which is awesome. So maybe I'm just impatient. There's also that. It's a thing that you should be aware of. Plants don't grow at the speed that you want them to. They grow at exactly the pace that they want to. So enjoy that process. Okay, so looks like I may have been a little hasty with the Monstera Stanleyanas, and they may just need a little bit more time. It isn't overcutting, so it would make sense for the cuttings closer to the bottom of the plant to take longer to get started than the ones from the top, which are the only ones that look like they're doing something right now. So that's why top cuttings are so valuable, because they're going to grow the fastest, like the pink princess, how the pink princess has roots that are this long while everybody else is somebody along there. That's why you want cuttings along the top of the plant. Alright, thank you for watching. Let me know if you have any questions or ideas for videos, things that you want to know that maybe I can help with, or maybe things that I don't know that I can look up and tell you what I find, and then somebody can correct me, and then I'll follow up and say, oh wait, I don't know. I'm just out here learning, guys, sharing my learning experience with you and us. Oh, follow the Cloning Paste Club. I'm keeping track of all the different species and genus that people are using cloning paste on, and I mean, everybody's just going super crazy fast. But yeah, you should follow that too. I'll put a link in the comments. Make sure you leave a comment if you got one. You know, give it a like if you liked it. I hope you liked it. I don't know. If you didn't like it, tell me why. If I was wrong, tell me why.